I'm going to play another Premier Draft Zendikar Rising. So now we have about 17 hours, I think, till Mythic, till the end of the season, and I'm 4 wins away from Mythic. So let's just try. It's probably my last shot to get there in November. So let's see how this draft will go. So 17 hours is plenty of time to play. I think at least 3 drafts if you have enough free time. You can even take some breaks or something, but I'm going to sleep pretty soon and I have work tomorrow, so I think that's my last chance. So I can. So only 3 options to reach Mythic in this draft: going 4-0, winning the first 4 games, or going 5-1 if I lose one of my first 4 games, or going 6-2 if I lose 2 of my first 5 games. And here we have a powerful card, but multicolor. This is also nice. This is also good, but multicolor. And from monocolor cards, I think the black, 2 black cards are the best. So the question is, do I want to speculate on being multicolor and then Umara or Yasharn? Yasharn is pretty powerful, searching for 2 lands, so it's a 3-for-1, and still you get good stats for 4 mana, and this last ability won't matter most of the time, I think, but maybe can be annoying for some opponents. So I think I can speculate on it. It's a lot better than this black card. And here we have an underwhelming booster, I think. It's nothing very good here, so practice tactics isn't a high pick. Spellcraft is better, but I don't think it's a second pick quality card too. So maybe I could try to just get into Selesnya, because Jerboa is pretty much a Selesnya card, I think, with Landfall being from white combination only white green is good, is well supported for Landfall. Gruul is another Landfall combination, but Cleric would be also good, but after picking this, maybe I can try to be in this Jerboa deck, this go white Selesnya deck with Landfall triggers, but I don't have to marry to this idea, so if that was the case, I could consider one of these 2 cards, but they are not worth it at the 3rd pick. So Acquisition Expert or Bubble Snare. Pack Beast is also quite nice, because it's a card that many decks are happy to play and it leaves you open, but I think Expert or Bubble Snare are better. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll take this Expert. So now Raptor is good in this white-based Landfall deck. Maybe I will get to Selesnya anyway. This third pick isn't that meaningful. I can just ditch this Expert, and I think it's a pretty nice idea to pick this Raptor. And now blue cards are very powerful, so this Bubble Snare that I passed can backfire a little, because I'm not sure if Expert was a better pick than Bubble Snare, and now blue seems open with these three cards being the best of this deck, maybe along with this 2-drop, but this is just above average. It's a great flyer, so I'll try to get into this flyer deck. And now we have into the Royal, another card suggesting that blue is open at pick 6. Felidar could be also good if I'm trying to be in this Landfall deck, but that seems more and more unlikely, and it's not the same quality as Into the Royal overall. So I'm happy with Into the Royal. I'm unhappy with passing this Bubble Snare earlier. Now we have quite strange So maybe Selesnya Simic Kicker would be open. This is strange because green cards are not the best, and you don't often pass Rabbit Bite in Simic, I think, especially if I passed Bubble Snare, but Vastwood Search is a great card, I think. I'll try to be in this Simic Kicker deck right now, because this seems open, I think. Even here, also the blue card is probably the best, and green is one of the, maybe the second, just the second. So let's take this Felidar and still consider this white Landfall deck, white-based Landfall deck, because this could be in this Simic Kicker, but it's still a filler there, so I'm not very happy picking it. And maybe this can make sense. Maybe I can just splash white in my Kicker deck, or do something like this. Dauntless Unity could be good in this Go White deck, but that doesn't seem very likely now, so I prefer to take a Kicker card. Survivor is quite good here. I could speculate on being more blue than green and take this, but Survivor is a better card, so that doesn't make much sense. And this could be good in this Landfall deck if I would end up in it after all. And from this too, I think I'll take Constrictor. I'm closer to being on Golgari counters, so another counter card. Okay, so I'm rewarded for getting into green. This is a great card, and it doesn't have much competition. I think this could be good in this Landfall deck, and Bubble Snare is also good, but it's I'm not passing removal now because this is also a removal and this is a much better card overall, and also has kicker, so both are good in the Simic kicker deck. This could come back to me. So one of these three cards could be in the Simic kicker deck, and this could be in this Selesnya Landfall deck maybe. Or this would be better. Okay, so let's check the second pick. I don't have anything especially good for me. This is just a filler, and this too. So if I'm white, this is one good card, but I'm probably more into Simic right now. And I have this green splash spells, so maybe I'll take this annoying creature. I could get a land here if I'm maybe will be white green splashing black after all, so this could make sense, but I'm not sure if binding isn't a better pick still. And also green has some fillers, blue has even worse fillers, so I'll just take the best card, I think, with binding, and also this card is one of the better ones, so maybe I'll ditch this blue after all, because I start to gather more reasons to be in white with this binding especially. So now Visionary is maybe just the best card, and it happens to be in my main color. I think I'm mostly green, and I'm deciding between probably blue or white, but maybe black. I have this for counter synergy, and this is just a good card, and this is also nice if I'm black-green. Now I think I'll pick this Rabbit Bite, although Scythe Cut is very good as well, but if I'm green, maybe I'll pair it with blue, and I don't have blue removal, so the second green removal will be needed, I think, even though this is very good, and if I end up being this Selesnya Landfall deck and manage to pick more white removal, I may miss it. But Rabbit Bite is good enough that I won't be crying after this Scythe Cut, since Rabbit Bite is of a similar level anyway, so it's not a sacrifice to take it. And here Shepherd is just the best, so that's just asking for this Selesnya after all. Gecko is nice, and I have many kicker spells, even in green, even if I don't pair it with blue, but I think I don't want to pass the Rabbit Bites for such cards. It should be much better to make me do this. Now maybe I could take a 2-drop. So am I... This is a better card, so am I more white or blue? I have more reasons to be in white, so maybe it's better to take this 2-drop filler. Royal regrowth is nice, so maybe I will splash something, because I have many of such spells and I have Landfall payoffs, so rolling these cards make sense in my deck anyway, and it becomes a free splash then if I play those cards. Or almost free. So let's just check if I have I'll get some cards worth splashing. So this Ox, I don't really like this card most of the time, but it can actually be good in my deck, so I'll take it over Survivor, even though I like Survivor better most of the time. And I think this Stompers, the second copy isn't worth much. I prefer just Celebrate and gain life. So I don't think I will be in Golgari counters, but I have some tools for it, so maybe I can... Okay, so this is very nice. So this is just a confirmation that green is very open, so I get and this Stomper if I decide on the second copy after all. And now I have this, very interesting choice, and Baloth is also nice, and I'm not going to take much worse blue creature just betting on the green being open. I still want to pick both of these cards if I can, so I suppose there's more chance that Baloth will come back if Scythe came back in the previous booster. So I'll take another removal. I'll be set with removal then. Even in Selesnya I think I have 5 removal spells now, so it's... I could have more, but it's a solid number already, so it looks nice. So another Shepherd is a very nice addition. And now with 2 Shepherds and 1 Corsolebrand, and maybe this one coming back, I could use this uncommon life gain payoff, this 2/3 creature that creates token. I don't remember, healer or some healer or something like this. Not this healer. I don't know, Attended Healer was called that card. Okay, another Rabbit Bite I'm happy to take, so I can count this ambush more like a land, the backup spell, and I have 5 this one, 3 Rabbit Bites and here is Binding, so 5 removals, and just removals and 1 spell, and that could be removal. Okay, so I don't think my mana curve is that bad that I can't just get another Shepherd and be happy with it. So I think it's still better even if I'm Landfall deck, because this is just a great uncommon. And 3 Shepherds maybe it may be enough. I could use another Nahiri's Binding here, but I'm really set with removal now. I think at some point I can just stop taking it, but But I'm also set with 5 drops and certainly don't want the third Stomper. Vine Gecko is up for a take, so that's another great news for me. And I have better removal, so no thanks for practice tactics. This is just good in my deck. So here we are. Baloth came back. So I'm not sure if it's the same Baloth, but I think I don't want to play too many of these cards that search for land, puts lands, and this isn't that great. I have one copy already, and I may be short on 2 drops, so let's just take this filler here. And this is actually a better 2 drop, so I'm happy that it came back on the 13th pick. And I won't be playing this. Okay, so thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will build the deck soon. So see you in the next video.